Well, too long didn't read. Discount Tire sucks. And I'm about to tell you a horror story. And hopefully you guys will be like me from now on and stay away from Discount Tire. So if you guys watched my last video, I was trying to figure out a wheel balancing issue, a tire balancing issue on my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. And Mickey Thompson actually warrantied out 2 of my tires. That's right, 2 brand new of these suckers. Mickey Thompson Baja Boss ATs. See, I left the older ones on the front. They're a little more faded. You can see the tire chalk and the wheel chalk where I've been through trying to get these things road force balanced, and I've had a freaking nightmare. So I get the 2 new warranty tires from Mickey Thompson sent to the closest Discount Tire because I had already been to the Toyota dealer twice trying to get this straightened out. So I get to Discount Tire, and right off the rip, I have a hiccup with the service manager. Now, listen, the guy was super nice. I'm not saying that they had bad customer service. I'm just saying, well, you're not going to believe it. So he gets out his fancy little tread depth gauge. He's like, I got to check your tread depth. That way I can see how much tread's left on them. That will determine whether you're going to get these tires at 100% cost for Mickey Thompson paying for them or 80% cost for Mickey Thompson paying for it. Now, if your tires are worn less than 2/32 of an inch, Mickey Thompson will warranty out 100% of the cost of that tire. Keep in mind, I had 2 tires. Now, I had already done my homework and my due diligence. I already had all the specs for my tires pulled up on Mickey Thompson's website. I knew exactly what they are. I knew they were 18.5 30-seconds. I had already checked my tires. I didn't have any tire below 18 30-seconds. So I had worn about a half of 30 seconds off of these tires. So the guy comes out with his tread depth gauge and he checks them. And they were reading 16 across the board. Maybe 16. Some of them were like 17. So long story short, they're only going to warranty out 80% of my tires. So I told the guys, like, all right, man, listen, take a walk with me out here. I got a tread depth gauge in the truck. I've had this thing since I worked at Firestone back in like 2012, and it's about to save me a bunch of money. So I check the tread depth and I show him. He's like, there's nothing I can do. The tread depth gauge we use is digital. So he scans this little computer across my tires and it's supposed to tell me how much tread my tires got. Absolutely bananas. Why not use a manual tread depth gauge? I don't understand. So I told the guys, like, listen, I understand. I get where you're coming from. You guys have to use this digital thing for some stupid reason. I said, where are my new tires at? Like, where are they at? Oh, they're laying right over here in the shop. I was like, oh, sweet. Let's go check these with your machine, because we know we've established from Mickey Thompson already they're supposed to be in 18.5 30-seconds, right? He's like, yeah, sure. That sounds like a good idea. Let's walk over here and check them. He checks them. They read 17 across the board. So his little machine on the new factory tire laying in the garage floor was reading 1.5 30-second slow. My tires had worn at 30 of an inch, meaning they automatically read 2 30-seconds low, 2.5 30-seconds low in sunspots. What does that mean? That means that Mickey Thompson was only going to be able to pay for 80% of these 2 tires. We're off to a bad start, Discount Tire. Off to a bad start. Guys, if you ever have a warranty issue, get yourself the tread depth gauge. Do your homework. Do not let Discount Tire get away with this little tread depth gauge electronic thing that they have. As a matter of fact, if you go to Discount Tire and they're telling you that you need a new set of tires, you might want to go down to any auto parts store, any Walmart, Amazon, whatever, and get a manual tread depth gauge and check your tires yourself, because you may have another rotation of oil change or 2 or 3 left compared to what these guys are saying. I'm just gonna walk out here to my truck right now, show you this little doohickey that saved me $100 right here. Here it is. This is a tread depth gauge. Measures in 30 seconds. I'll show you exactly how it works right now. Go to the center of the tire. Try to let this thing focus. Right there. These things are brand new, reading at 18.5 30-seconds. Now this thing doesn't read in half, but if you look, it's reading somewhere just under 19 and just over 18. You want to check the middle, you want to check the outside, 18 and a half. And you want to check the inside. Just under 19, 18 and a half. Absolutely bananas. Okay, gets better, doesn't it, in here, right? So we go to get these tires slapped on. So I got this kid walking out, and he starts getting my key fob. Beep, 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 beep. This kid tries to unlock my truck like 10 times. First I thought maybe he's just looking for it. He's listening to the beeper. No, it's just some kid trying to run my battery down on the key fob. So they get my truck in, and they start ripping the wheels off and balancing them, trying to figure out which two they are. One kid working on one side, he actually checked the wheel on the road force balancer to see if that was one of the ones that was reading high from Fox to get warrantied out. The other kid on the other side, he instantly broke the tire down, never even checked it. Who knows if that one should have got warrantied out or not. So they go and I watch them. They static balance these things first, then they road force them. Someone leave in the comments down below, is that how it's supposed to be? Because I'm not super up to speed on the road force stuff. So do you static balance them first, then you road force balance them, or do you road force right off the rip? Anyway, so the first kid gets done on the left side after he's slinging around his impact gun. I mean, literally, like, these things are hooked to air hoses like 20 feet long. It's crazy. They're just sliding them across the floor. Absolutely reckless, absolutely damaging to the equipment. Man, if you did that at the shops that I worked in, you'd be looking for a new job. You'd be flipping patties down at McDonald's, promise you. So he gets my first tire, and he goes and starts to mount it on the back. And I was like, hey, man, what were the road force numbers on that when you got done? Like, that's why I'm here, right? He's like, yeah, my service manager told me. All right, cool. What were the road force numbers? He said, 41. I said, brother, 41. I said, stop. I said, don't mount that. Take the lugs back off. I said, that's higher than what it was when I came in with. That's probably not even, oh, man, so frustrating. So I came in with a balancing issue. 2 tires get warrantied out. Over $500 worth of tires are getting warrantied out by Mickey Thompson. I need to tell Mickey Thompson that this happened. And they're just going to throw it on there at 41 pounds of road force. So I make the kid do it again. I go in, I talk to the service manager. I was like, hey, man, these kids are out here trying to throw these tires on here, and they're not even balancing out. So he goes out and talks to them, whatever. So it goes on and on and on and on. The other kid on the other side, man, this kid was at least polite, but he done the same thing. I said, what the tire get to? He's like 39. I was like, nope. I said, that's higher than what we had when we started, man. I said, break the sucker down, throw it back on the balancer with the weights off, whatever you got to do. This goes on, and each kid has to do this like 3 times. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, am I blaming the kids that are working at Discount Tire? Absolutely not. 0% their fault. They either weren't trained, ignorant, didn't know what they were doing, or lazy and knew what they were doing, which is even worse because that means that they didn't have supervision. Nobody signing off on any work, nobody watching them, nobody checking for quality control. Nope, not a shop that I will ever spend money at again. So after 3 times each for trying to balance in these tires, I got fed up with it. I'd been at Discount Tire at 2 hours to this point. I said, this is ridiculous. I told him, just mount the things. I said, just mount the tires. I'm going somewhere else. Mounted the tires. I had to pay $50 for mount and balance for the 2 new tires. I was so pissed off. So here's what I done. I got a hold of a local custom shop in my town. And I was like, hey, listen, I've been to Toyota dealership twice. I've been to Discount Tire. I've had a horrible experience. No one can balance my wheels. Uh-oh, the wolves. Jack, what are you guarding? This is Jack. He goes with me everywhere on the boat, in the truck. He's a good boy. He's about to have a birthday next month. He'll be 9. This is Alex. He'll be 12 next month. And Ralphie's inside. Anyway, so I call the custom shop, and the custom shop's like, yeah, listen, we deal with this stuff all the time. We deal with oversized tires. We deal with all-terrain tires. Like, we balance Mickey Thompson's, KO3s, the whole 9 yards. So I was like, all right, man, I'll give you guys a shot. So I take it down there, and the guy working on my truck, he was about my age, maybe 30, early 30s. He wasn't like some 18-year-old kid. They get everything done. He test drives my truck. I get my truck back. They come out, and they're like, hey, man, yeah, I don't know where you got these balance lasts, but 3 of them were off. Yeah, 3 of them were off balance. So they balance out my tires. He said everything come out looking good. Drive it down the road. My 55-mile-hour vibration that I've had since the day that I got my new wheels and tires, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. 3 shots later. So if you guys are watching this, I hope you're learning by now. If someone says that they balanced your tires and you have new tires on and your car has a vibration, it is 99% likely a tire issue. Someone didn't know what they were doing or didn't take the time to balance your tires correctly. It sucks that this happens. It really, really sucks. And after money paid, I paid money at the Toyota dealership. I paid money at Discount Tire. I paid money at the custom shop, and props to them. These are my factory wheels from Toyota. I was so close to ripping my Mickey Thompsons off of those rough country wheels that I have, going back and putting a regular pair of tires on these things and throwing them back on my truck. That's how frustrated that I was. And now, to beat all that, look what we got here. Got us a roll of shop towels, trash bag set up. Got the Mobil 1. You guys see this? Yeah, it's not full. I had to use it today. I actually got out and done my own oil change in my own truck today for the first time. That sucks. I've not turned wrenches in a long time, to be honest. I got out of turning wrenches, I don't know, 10 years ago. But I'm losing more and more or less and less faith in shops to work on my vehicles. I'm just losing faith. I don't trust them. I don't trust the work that I'm getting done. The quality control isn't there. I'm not saying that these places don't have competent techs, competent mechanics. I'm sure that they do. I'm certain that they do. Some of them have to be, or they wouldn't be in business. The problem is the quality control isn't there. It's not getting checked, guys. This stuff should never be making it out the door past service manager. I know this because I worked in 3 shops over the years. I worked in 1 decent shop, I worked in 1 really crappy shop, and I worked in 1 good shop. And in the good shop, anytime you had a comeback, what's a comeback? That means a vehicle that was in the shop, it had been worked on, meaning we done work to us, and it came back. Guess what? Service manager had his hands in that pot. He was cooking with that car now. He wanted to know what was going on. Why did this come back to the shop? And inexperienced techs didn't get that vehicle. No, that vehicle got pushed off to a lead tech. It got pushed off to one of our top technicians if it was a comeback, because they didn't know why the vehicle come back. They knew it shouldn't come back. So we wanted to know, was it a parts issue, a parts quality control issue? Was it something that our shop did? We ensured that this happened as little as possible. So if you guys made it to the end, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. And guys, listen, watch out for these little rinky-dink shops, man. Watch out for the big shots. I'm telling you, double check their work. Get yourself a tread depth gauge. Start checking your tread. Get yourself a torque wrench. Start checking your tires. See how many of you guys got tires that are spec'd out to, I don't know, 75 foot-pounds, and go check them with a torque wrench. See how many of them are cranked down with an impact to like 150. I'm telling you, the quality control is not there. You guys have to watch these shops. If you get a new set of tires and you go away with vibration, take it from me. Don't settle for whatever that shop tries to feed you BS. No, get it done right. Find a reputable shop. Get on local forums, social media, whatever you do. Tell them what's happening. Hey, where do I go? Because if I didn't have connections in the off-roading world basically here of someone telling me who to go to that would do good work, I'd be in the same boat. So thanks for watching the video. Keep up with the channel. I'm going to try to have more and more videos on here because there's just so much that needs to be said. I've had so many bad experiences and I really want to get this truck channel going. Thanks for watching the video. Do not trust Discount Tire. Do not go to Discount Tire. I will never spend another dollar at Discount Tire again. I will tell my family to stay away from there. I'll tell them to bring their stuff to me before they go to Discount Tire. It's ridiculous. Peace.